Good morning, everyone. This is Sonal, your social science teacher. I hope you all are doing very good. Today, we'll continue block 21, Our Earth. Be ready with all your essentials, and you can sit with your partner. Our aim for today is to be able to describe the difference between rotation and revolution of the Earth. We will know about movements of the Earth in today's class. Now answer this question. Have you seen a top spinning? You can answer to your partner. Can you say how day and night caused? So the earth moves like a top. The part of the earth that faces the sun has day and the other part facing away from the sun has night. Like this. This part is facing the sun. So this part of the earth would have day and this part is away from the sun and is not facing the sun, or we can say sun rays are not reaching on this part of the earth. So this part would have night. In this way, day and night are caused because of the movement of the earth, which is rotation. And today we will learn about movements of the earth. Write topic name with date in good handwriting. Here some keywords are given. We will use them in this topic. Axis means imaginary line going through the center of the earth and spins turn around quickly like a top. Orbit means regular path or way of something like planet's orbit. Tilt, lean at one side. Seasons, you already know: summer, winter, autumn, spring. Now, answer this question. What are the two movements of the earth? To answer this question, you can read the section Movements of the Earth from your book and pause the video, read Movements of the Earth, then answer this question if you don't know. Because we have already discussed it in previous classes, but if you don't know, you can read again. What are the two movements of the earth? Two movements of the earth. One is rotation. So one movement was spinning round and round like a top. The earth spins or rotates on its own axis. This is axis. Axis is the imaginary line going through the center of the earth. So this is called rotation. Okay, this movement of the earth is called rotation. Earth always rotates on its own axis. And you can see it on a globe that the earth always tilted at one side. In this picture you can see earth is not straight. Axis is tilted at one side. And this axis never change. So first this movement is called rotation. Spinning round and round like a top. So there were two movements. One movement was spinning round and round like a top. In this picture you can see spinning round and round like a top. So the earth spins or rotates on its own axis. Axis is the imaginary line going through the center of the earth. You can notice axis on a globe. This is axis. This line you can see but you cannot see it clearly because it is going through the center from inside of the earth. So this is imaginary line, don't need to be confused. And earth rotates on its own axis and axis never change. This always remain the same. And this is tilted. Tilted means bend at one side. Understand? Axis is not straight, it is tilted. And the tilt of the axis does not change. And other movement of the earth is revolution. This is called revolution. In this movement of the earth moves around the sun in a fixed orbit or path. And earth is also rotating in this time. Earth rotates and revolute at the same time, and you can see in this picture that the shape of the orbit is oval, and this movement of the earth is called revolution. This is rotation when earth rotate on its own axis, and axis is tilted and always fixed. And this is revolution when earth moves around the sun in a fixed path. And this path or orbit is has oval shape. And earth rotates from the west to the east. Therefore, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, because earth rotates from the west to the east. And this line, the equator, this line divided the earth in two equal parts. This line is called equator. Next question. How long does the earth take to rotate on its axis and revolve around the sun? So the earth takes 365 and 1/4 days or 1 year, means 365 days and 1/4 of 366 days. Earth takes 1 year to revolute, and revolution causes seasons like summer, winter, spring and autumn. And rotation takes 24 hours or 1 day to complete, and rotation causes day and night. Earth takes 24 hours or 1 day to complete one rotation, and rotation causes day and night. So we get day and night because of Earth's rotation, and we get seasons because of Earth's revolution. Next question. How does the Earth rotate or spin on its axis? Does the axis change when the Earth rotates? What do you know? Does the Earth rotate or spin on its axis? True or false? And axis change or not? So axis is tilted. And yes, Earth always rotates on its own axis, which is same all the time. And Earth rotates in a tilted way. It does not rotate straight. It always rotates in a tilted way. Okay? Because why? Because the axis is tilted. Because axis is not straight. That's why Earth also rotates in a tilted way. And axis or tilt always remains fixed and never change. Even when it revolves around the sun, it remains same. Next question. The why does not the Earth bump into other planets while moving around the Sun? What's your answer? We have discussed it in previous class. The Earth does not bump into other planets because its path or orbit around the Sun is fixed. The other planets also have a fixed orbit, therefore they don't bump into each other. In this picture you can see every planet have their own fixed orbit or path, and where they revolute and rotate. That's why they don't bump into each other. And shape of the orbit or path is oval. Now answer this question. How do we get seasons? You can discuss with your partner and answer. So revolution causes the Earth to have different seasons because different parts of the Earth face the Sun. During revolution, the parts of the Earth that are close to the Sun at a given time have summer. You can see in this picture during revolution, and the other parts of the Earth have winter. In between, when it is neither too hot nor too cold, it is spring and autumn. When the part of the Earth close to the Sun at a given time will have summer, okay? And other parts which are not close to the Sun will have winter, and in between, when it is neither too hot or nor too cold, it is spring and autumn. Let's revise it again. What is the difference between rotation and revolution? Rotation, it takes 24 hours for the Earth to spin and complete one rotation on its axis. And revolution, the Earth takes 365 and 1/4 days or 1 year to complete one revolution around the Sun. And the Earth rotates from the west to the east, and that's why Sun rises in the east and sets in the west. The tilt of the Earth remains the same even when it revolves around the Sun. Tilt never changes. And Earth rotates on its own axis. Rotation causes day and night. The part of the Earth that faces the Sun has day. The side that faces away from the Sun has night. Like this. The part that faces the Sun has day, and the part which is away from the Sun has night. And revolution causes different seasons. So this is the difference in the movements of the Earth. And watch the video properly. After watching the video, read movements of the Earth, finish your S2 and do PQ 3, 4 and 5. This is your S2. Question 1. Identify the movements of the Earth from the image. And here you need to write also. Identify and write. Write any two differences between the two movements of the Earth. Question 3. Why do some people need to have two types of clothes in their cupboards? Thick woolen clothes and light cotton clothes. Write reason. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Watch the video properly and then complete your work. Take care everyone. God bless.